We're live. Well, not live actually, but we're recording. Hello, I am Anawultus, and today I am joined by.
Thulu, official DM, whatever you want to call me.
Yeah. So, tell us a little bit about the project that you're currently working on.
So currently, a bunch of YouTubers and other content creators, we are collaborating and reading Reddit No Sleep and other creepypasta stories and providing them on YouTube as stories that people can listen to, pass the time and whatnot.
Yeah. So, what is your particular role in this project?
I'm actually lending my voice. I'm reading a bunch of stories. I'm probably only one or two times a week. That's what I normally do on my own channel. Um, actually read Dungeons and Dragons stories, so
Yeah.
something I'm kind of familiar with.
Yeah. So, you like Dungeons and Dragons quite a bit by the look of your channel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a wonderful game.
Yeah.
Really have a blast with it.
Yeah. Do you play regularly?
Not as regular, not as much as I would like to.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
um,
tell us a little bit about yourself.
oh, guess best way to put it, I'm don't really know. I've only been doing YouTube since January. I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel, and I would try an idea about one thing, or more like record one video. Go, wow, I hate my voice, or wow, I hate this video, and I never would pursue it. And that has been a continual process over the past literal decade, where I would think, oh, this would be great, record, and then I would scrap it. I've got literally probably thousands of videos that I've made on my old computer. I've never really gone anywhere.
Yeah.
And um January, New Year's resolution time was coming up, and I decided, all right, I'm actually gonna go somewhere with this. I'm gonna got the microphone, I've got the computer, got the software. I'm gonna make something of it. And well, I started to read the Dungeons and Dragons stories just to where I could take it, and I've really fallen in love with doing it. And makes me kind of wonder if I could pursue voice acting. I suck at it, in my own opinion, but it's just a process of continually working on doing something to eventually chase your dreams. So
Yeah. Well, I think that you have a good enough voice for it. So, certainly there's definitely potential there.
thank you.
Yeah. Now, I've been on YouTube myself for a number of years as well. So I understand that, that struggle of getting things done. Sometimes you see results, sometimes you don't see results. Sometimes you succeed, sometimes things don't succeed. So there's always a lot of experimentation, seeing what works, what doesn't work, especially with the constant changing market of audiences and whatever the algorithm throws you. So
Mhm.
yeah. But how did you get on this project?
It was actually really funny. I had received a link to a Discord channel over Reddit, and I'm not even part of that Discord group anymore. It was essentially a YouTube collaborative platform where they wanted people to connect with each other,
Yeah.
but it was featured around another website called Rizzle, I think. And well, I kind of lost interest, but before I left the group, Hunter just contacts me out of the blue and he's like, hey, I've got a project idea for you. And I'm like, ooh, I don't know who this guy is. For a moment, I thought Hunter was actually somebody else that I knew. And so and he was like, "Hey, mind if I give you a call?" I just said, "Sure," because I thought he was somebody I already knew. And then I'm on this call and I'm like, I have no idea who this guy is. And he's telling me about how he's getting a bunch of different content creators together and he wants to do No Sleep and X and paranormal stories and whatnot. I was just like, yeah, cool, let's do it. Why not?
Yeah, he's got that bit of a character about him that
Yeah,
yeah.
just charming charisma of just like, want to do this? Oh, okay, I guess. It was funny.
Yeah. So, do you have any particular ambitions for this project?
I aside from just growing my range when it comes to practicing reading scripts and you know reflecting my voice and whatnot. I just really appreciate being able to reach out and work with these other content creators. Some of them have done a lot of other projects. Some of them have been on the platform, as you've said, years, and being able to make connections with people like that, it's fun. It's nice.
Yeah, it certainly is.
And even if project ends up not going super far or we only do it for a couple months, I hope that I'll at least be able to bridge couple of online friend gaps and whatnot. So
Yeah, it's always good to see that even if, let's say, it doesn't work out, at least the work that you put in, the work that you put in with other people, helps you build new connections and perhaps new opportunities in the future. And that's always great to see.
yeah,
Yeah. So, of course, I am the producer, and I myself am a published author, although not in the field of storytelling. I'm actually a philosopher, but
hmm,
I certainly have ideas for actually writing a few stories that some of you may end up voice acting. So,
that'd be interesting.
yeah. So, anyway, is there some other interests that you have? Interesting things that you like to talk about?
Well, I'm a little crazy.
Crazy?
I'm planning on moving into a van at the end of the summer.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you've seen the van life movement on YouTube as well. People get these big sprinter vans and they put a bed and kitchen and maybe a shower and other stuff into it.
Yeah.
So I actually bought myself a sprinter van. My wife and I, we ran down to Chicago, about a 5 hour drive from where we live, and bought this van. Now I've actually got it sitting in the driveway. I've got to go through and build it over the course of the summer. Solar panels on it and water tanks and could look pretty. And we're planning on moving into it at the end of the summer.
So is this a decision that is based on the let's say the appeal and aesthetics of that type of lifestyle, or is it a more financial decision?
I'd say it's a little bit of both because as it was, I love the outdoors. I'm an Eagle Scout. I
Oh,
love
me
going
too.
camping.
Yeah,
Oh, awesome!
yeah,
And I love the outdoors. And being able to have the freedom of your work being online, all instead of paying $600, $700 a month in rent, that you have only got your car insurance and your car payment. The world's the limit.
yeah. I mean,
And
if you have a computer, if what most of your activities are computerized, there's really not a lot of reasons to have a lot of floor space.
mm,
So it's actually a financial advantage to downsize if you're not using that space.
Yep. Oh, it's been, just doing all the research for it. It's something I've talked about doing years, but like 6, 7 years ago, people weren't really doing, buying Sprinter vans and then transforming them. Or they were doing this, they still had their normal jobs that they were going to. I think growing and being able to be a an urban, what's the word for it? I can't think right now. I lost the word. Being able to take your work with you on the road and still be able to pay the bills, it's just, you know, something to look forward to because as it is right now, I work as a janitor and sure, working online for the while, you're not making enough money to for that $700 a month. But if you cut back on your expenses, you don't really need as much money to live.
That's true.
Oh,
And of course, if you reduce your general cost of living, what you can then do is invest in perhaps different luxuries that you would not normally have the capital to invest in, or perhaps expand your business prospects. Uh, both of those are possibilities at that point.
yeah. Yep. So,
Yeah. So, of course, you like D and D.
mhm.
What's your favorite class?
So sadly, I am the forever DM.
Okay.
I'm the one that runs the game. I run the games. I've only ever played a couple. Um, by looking over stuff and reading the books and, seeing what people do with their characters, really like the warlock
Yeah.
or the bard.
Yeah.
They're both high charisma character and just go away with anything, get out of combat by and like, oh well, and telling a tale that encourages the enemy to maybe back off a little bit. It's great, it's funny. Some people crawl out of their shell when it comes to role playing. It's a
Yeah.
blast.
Yeah. Do you like heavy RP?
Oh yeah, yeah. I try to give life to every single NPC, even though my voices all suck or I'll use the same voice over and over. I try to give them each their own little life and character. It's just the fun aspect of the game.
Yeah. And I'm certain it's a good practice for voice acting.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
All right. Are there any closing remarks that you'd like to make?
Hopefully, those of you who are going to be watching the channel on a regular basis really enjoy it, and I hope that we can continue to provide stories for our audience over the next couple of years. Be
All,
That'd be my goal.
all right. Yeah. I'm certain that with talent such as yours on board, we definitely will have some great opportunities open up for us. Uh, I also look forward to perhaps speaking to you again at some other point. So, anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you for allowing me to interview you on your
Thank you
part
for
in this project.
interviewing me.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
happy to have you. So, and thanks for everybody for showing your support so far, and feel free to ask me questions regarding events. Although I'm probably not the one to ask. If you really want to ask, go to Hunter Mourad Afassi. He is really the core of this project. So be sure to ask him questions. I'll be sure to link the artificial DM channel in the description as well, so that everyone can go over. So thank you all for watching, and I'll be seeing you all next time on Awiltus. Over and out.